What if I told you one of the most legendary SUVs in the world is also considered old, outdated, and boring by many people? No flashy design, no crazy sports performance, and yet this machine has earned a reputation that most modern SUVs can only dream of. From the deserts of the Middle East to the jungles of Africa to the freezing mountains of Antarctica, there's one vehicle that people trust when their life literally depends on it. And that vehicle is the Toyota Land Cruiser. But how did this SUV become one of the most respected vehicles in automotive history? Today, we're going to explore the incredible story, evolution, and 100-year reputation of the Toyota Land Cruiser. The story begins in 1951. After World War II, Japan needed a strong military-style vehicle similar to the American Willys Jeep. So Toyota created a prototype called the Toyota BJ. But Toyota didn't just want to copy the Jeep, they wanted to prove their vehicle was stronger. So they did something unbelievable. A Toyota test driver drove the BJ all the way up Mount Fuji's 6th station. At that time, no vehicle had ever done that. This demonstration impressed the Japanese National Police, and soon after, Toyota began production of what would become the Land Cruiser. In 1954, Toyota officially gave the vehicle a new name, Land Cruiser. The name was chosen to compete with the British Land Rover Series 1. Toyota wanted a name that sounded powerful and unstoppable. And honestly, they chose perfectly, because for the next 70 years, the Land Cruiser would prove that name was absolutely deserved. If there's one model that made the Land Cruiser famous worldwide, it's the FJ40. Introduced in the 1960s, the FJ40 became the ultimate off-road machine. Simple design, strong body, extremely reliable engine. Farmers loved it, explorers trusted it, and humanitarian organizations depended on it. Even the United Nations started using Land Cruisers for missions in remote areas. Why? Because when roads disappear, the Land Cruiser keeps going. Some FJ40 models are still running today after 40 or even 50 years. That's something very few vehicles in history can claim. By the 1990s, Toyota realized something interesting. People didn't just want a tough SUV, they wanted comfort too. So Toyota transformed the Land Cruiser into a vehicle that combined luxury, technology, and unstoppable off-road capability. Models like the 80 Series, 100 Series, and 200 Series introduced powerful engines, leather interiors, advanced suspension, and improved 4WD systems. Suddenly, the Land Cruiser was no longer just a rugged workhorse. It became a luxury adventure vehicle. If you travel to the Middle East, you'll see something interesting. The Land Cruiser is everywhere. In countries like United Arab Emirates and Saudi Arabia, the Land Cruiser is considered the king of the desert. Why? Because its powerful engines and advanced 4WD systems are perfect for sand dunes. Many desert rescue teams and off-road guides rely on Land Cruisers every day. And even after driving hundreds of thousands of kilometers, these SUVs keep running. That's why many people say, if you want to go anywhere, take a Land Cruiser. In 2021, Toyota introduced the latest generation, the Land Cruiser 300 series. This model brought huge improvements: twin-turbo V6 engines, advanced terrain systems, better fuel efficiency, modern luxury technology. And despite all the new technology, Toyota kept the most important thing the same: legendary reliability. There's a reason why explorers, adventurers, and organizations across the world trust this SUV. Land Cruisers are famous for reaching over 500,000 kilometers with proper maintenance. In some parts of the world, they are even called the vehicle that never dies. And when you're exploring remote places where help is hundreds of miles away, reliability becomes more important than speed or luxury. More than 70 years after its birth, the Land Cruiser remains one of the most respected SUVs ever built. It's not just a car, it's a symbol of durability, adventure, and trust. From its humble beginnings in 1951 to becoming a global legend, the Land Cruiser has proven one thing again and again. No matter where the road leads, this SUV is always ready for the journey.